Well, hello, fellow Kansas Democrats. Gina Repass here, proud chair of the Kansas Democratic Party. And before I say anything else, let me thank all of our veterans and active duty members of our military. Well, welcome to our weekly chair chat. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, this replaces a written newsletter. And I took this from FDR's Fireside Chats, and it's my way of coming directly to Kansas Democrats to let you know what's going on. Now, these are pre-recorded, so if there's something you want me to talk about, please email us at info@kansasdems.org. That's info@kansasdems.org, and I'll be happy to share that. Or if you have something more pressing, please give us a call. We have a wonderful person, beautiful person, answering our phones. We try to return every call by the end of the business day, or certainly within 24 hours. Just a reminder that Monday, January 19th, we're celebrating Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, so the Kansas Democratic Party offices are closed. So we may not be able to get back to you if you reach out to us on MLK Day. Well, let's talk about what this is. Again, I took this from FDR's Fireside Chats, and I tried to start with national news or not so good news and then build up to better, great news, because we all need to end on some hope. So let's start with some of the national news. I just want to tell you that it's important that as you are rallying and protesting, I want to remind you to be peaceful. Peaceful, nonviolent resistance. As you exercise your First Amendment right, please, 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 as you take to the streets, be peaceful. Don't give anybody an excuse to use violence against you. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that the DNC is launching an initiative called When We Count, and that's their voter initiative, and they're using young people to register other young people, people between the ages of 18 and 24 who are not in college. It doesn't mean we're not concentrating on our wonderful college kids, but 60% of the age group between 18 and 24 is not in college. So they're piloting programs in Arizona and Nevada, but they're also giving us some tools that we can do that here in Kansas. So When We Count is a national initiative of the DNC. Well, let's pivot to some good news about Kansas. We welcomed back our legislators last week, and we took cookies to them on behalf of all of you. We put a little note on there. There was beautiful sunflower cookies that said on behalf of the Kansas Democratic Party. So that was all of you. By the way, the Republicans didn't do that for their legislators. We did. We also got to hear from Governor Kelly with her final State of the State address, and just a couple of things that stood out. So many great accomplishments under her administration, but $30 billion with the B dollars in economic development and 80,000 jobs for Kansas just in her tenure. And that takes us not to where we were with Brownback, where our schools were only open 4 days a week in some of our districts, and we were bankrupt, and we were borrowing from the KDOT to just keep our doors open. $30 billion, 80,000 jobs. This is why we must elect another Democrat to follow Governor Kelly. We cannot go back to Brownback. And then another great thing that happened this week was the Human Rights Rally at the Capitol. So many of you showed up and let your voices be heard about human rights, and human needs are human rights. And let's just end on the best news. We also, not only were we at the Human Rights Rally, we were there rallying with our unions, the AFL-CIO and their Advocacy Day at the Capitol, and KNEA was there, and UAW and SMART, and all these wonderful, the machinists, all these wonderful unions standing up for working people, working people's rights. And we were so proud to stand with them. And as you all know, people like Ty Dragoo and Dante and John Nave and our own vice chair, Shaun Junkins, all union, and we stand with you. As I've said to the unions, you've always had our back, we'll always have yours. And so I want to end as I started on Martin Luther King's birthday. Please use this as a day to do something. You will continue to hear me say this, do something. 2026 is our do something year. Don't just take it as a day off. Day on to help someone else. So let's end the way we always do. Oh, I also want to say hi to Ashley Reyes. I told you I would. May God bless America. May God bless the great state of Kansas. May God bless you all.